So if you like art supply haul videos, stick around. I'll show you what I purchased recently at BLICK Art Materials. And I absolutely love art supplies. You may have noticed that if you've watched my channel. And I was looking at BLICK. I get their emails and I do look at their website quite a bit. And it turns out they have a liquidation sale going on. It probably has been going on for quite a while. And so all of these items were 50% off or more. So I just could not resist. And so I just want to show you what I got, and I will swatch out a few. So stick around and watch if you are interested. So being close to the holidays, I got a awesome catalog. I will definitely peruse through that. And just a handful of items here. Stabilo Woodies. Again, it's another product that's developed specifically for children, but they are so much fun to use. And so I will show you these swatched out. And as you may know, I have been experimenting with encaustic medium techniques. And so these were marked way down, and I went ahead and picked up just some random colors. So I'll swatch these in a separate video whenever I've got my heating pad out and can take a look at these beautiful colors. So encaustic is a wax paint, and you burn in is what encaustic means. You use some sort of heat method to transfer your paint onto a surface. All right, and then I also picked up Cretacolor. Cretacolor is a fascinating brand. They come out of Austria, and I don't think they get near enough talked about. Every one of the Cretacolor products I've ever gotten has just been absolutely fabulous, and I don't see a whole lot of people on YouTube use them, but I have seen a few reviews of these metallic pencils, so I'm really excited to get these and swatch them for you. And then just some fun buys. I actually did not purchase this. That may be just a freebie that they've thrown in, but it's just a nice looking paintbrush, so I can always use one of those. So that was very nice. And then take a look at these cute little things. I had a few more dollars I needed to get the free shipping, and so I went ahead and put these in. And they are so cute because they're the mini version of their highlighters and these very pastel colors. So we'll swatch those out as well. So the original reason I was shopping on BLICK is for these woodies, these Stabilo woodies. We had been in, well, every time we travel, I try to seek out art supply stores because near me I have Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Walmart and Five Below. That's pretty much it as far as being able to find art supplies, and those are not necessarily artist quality art supplies. Not that these are artist quality, these are made for kids, but they're actually quite nice. I never had really wanted these, but I picked these up on a whim. They had them, they had a little can of them and had these, you know, buy individually, and they were wrapped super nicely. And so I thought, you know, these are on sale. I'll go ahead and pick up a few just to see why people like these so much. And let me tell you, now I like them. They are just, it's indescribable. I'm going to show you just a swatch here real quick of these four colors. But I was really impressed. They actually give you some light fast information on them. So as you may be aware, different colors, no matter what the brand or what type of art media it is, there's different light fast ratings for different colors. But I thought that was interesting that they do give you some information on that. And this was a cute little notebook found at Five Below, and I've had it for just a little bit. The paper, it's not a sketchbook, but I'm kind of using it just as a tester. But I just absolutely love this Winnie the Pooh and I figured, you know, maybe I'll be able to reuse these sheets. It looks so pretty in the light. It's nighttime right now, but if we had the light shining through it, these are translucent panels that they have as dividers in this book. And so I've just been using it for sketching. But this is the Stabilo Woody. This is all the Stabilo Woody. And I've just been so fascinated with them. They are water soluble. This was done quite a bit with the Stabilo Woody. They're water soluble, so you can blend that out with water and make it look like watercolor. Very, very similar to the Neocolor 2s. But this is the page I wanted to show you. I've done just a comparison between some of the other supplies that I have. Now, these colors going across, they're not the same, but I tried to get similar colors. And so this column are Neocolor 2s, and then we have Prismacolor colored pencils, and then these Stabilo Woodies. And Neocolor 2 and Stabilo Woodies are both water soluble, so I can take a watercolor brush and pull out color. And so those work beautifully for working with different techniques with water. Prismacolor, you can't really pull out much color with water. So some similarities, but the amount of wax that they put in these woodies is really what is striking. And I think that's why they're just so pleasant to work with. I don't know if you can see a little bit of that shine. It's a little bit shinier on the Stabilo Woody. And it just seemed to lay down. The color just lays down so much more with each stroke. Whereas you would have to, you know, really work at it to get a good dark stroke for a pencil. And then the crayon, you know, these Neocolors are fantastic. But I feel like the Stabilo Woody is right there with them. You know, the saturation of the color, the waxiness of it, the laydown of it. I really, really was surprised for being a children's product. And so I have already opened these and swatched them. And that's what these are. And it turns out I did have a little bit of duplicates with this orange and blue that I had already purchased, but that's okay. You'll notice even just having this for 2 weeks, I've managed to rub that down. So I was looking for a kit that had the pencil sharpener in it because it needs a really fat pencil sharpener. But I do like these over Neocolor 2 because they're so sturdy. I mean, I'm not going to worry about this breaking as I draw with it. And so I like that fact. And then again, these colors are just so pretty. I mean, it just covers so well. And it just kind of satisfying to work with. It's just kind of hard to describe. But again, all these different products, they each have their place and their uses. But this set, it was the primary colors, and I think they are just lovely. You can get just a little bit of blending in there, and you can layer. And then, of course, I could come in with the watercolor, with the water pencil, and, you know, have some interesting effects in there as well. So here I'm just going to get a mess with those colors, but it is kind of interesting. Now, again, this is not very good paper. This is just a notebook paper in this Winnie the Pooh book, but on a nice smooth Bristol paper, those will probably blend out real well. So for the price, I couldn't resist. I will put some links below. I don't know how long that liquidation sale is going to be happening, but you know, they had some really, really great prices. Turns out BLICK has bought out some smaller art stores, and they are offering a lot of products liquidation. All right, so the Stabilo Woodies, definitely try them out if you haven't already. I give them a definite thumbs up. All right, let me get these out of the way and then we'll pull out the Cretacolor. Okay, I wanted you to see the quality of the packaging on this Cretacolor tin before I swatch these. Again, I think this brand doesn't get as much attention as they really do deserve. But here I've gotten a few items of theirs, and they do include this pamphlet and quite a few of their products, just to help show you that they have been around for a long time and they have a tremendous amount of products that they offer. So very cool. Definitely check out Cretacolor. And so again, I had purchased open stock a few of these mega pencils, and they were just absolutely beautiful and worked super, super well. And being a fatter pencil, it's, man, look at this packaging. It's very, very nice. Being a fatter pencil, they are just easier to hold and to work with. So let me get this packaging open and then I will swatch these out. All right, I've got the package open and I went ahead and grabbed the black notebook because I think these will look fantastic on black paper, and we may try it on some just regular sketchbook paper as well. But again, I love these fat pencils. I feel like going back to grade school. But as I get older, you know, these fat pencils are just a joy to work with again. All right, so I'll go ahead and swatch these out. I love that they have names for the color Starry, Starry Night. That one was just brilliant. It just really, really shines. A bit dustier than the others, but it really has a shimmer to it. That one is nice as well. Marvelous Mint. Enchanted Forest. You can get a lot of color lay down with these big pencils. Electric Ruby. Oh, that one's nice. Forbidden Fruit. All right, Dripping Honey. It's nice. And then Go for the Gold. Yeah, I love these names. Again, that is lovely as well. I think the gold and the silver are definitely a hit. And then I love this blue and this pink. Those are very, very nice. All right, let me go ahead and swatch these on white, and then I'll just do that real quickly so you don't have to watch. All right, it's going to be hard for you to see this shimmer, and unfortunately I'm on a dark night with very little light in here. But the shimmer on the silver is fantastic. That's probably the best silver pencil I've seen. And then this blue is so, so pretty. The gold is also very nice. So I think these pencils are definitely worth it, especially if you can get them at a discount. Even better. So nice. So check out Cretacolor. I don't think I did these in the same order from these books, but I think they'll definitely work better on smoother paper. But for some mixed media, these are going to be enjoyable to work with. All right, and then the final item that was in my purchase from BLICK are the Stabilo pastel highlighters, and these just get the ultimate cute factor. I get a lot of highlighters from Dollar Tree and different places, and they're nice. Yeah, you know, they don't last too long, but I know a lot of artists out on Instagram have been using these Stabilo markers, highlighters for quite a while, and just the color payload on these and the variety of color is pretty incredible. And I love the fact that you can layer and build up that color. So these are just going to be pure fun. Ooh, that yellow, that is spectacular. Very nice. These will be lots and lots of fun. And again, layering them. Check out the cool effect you get there. Whole different colors when you blend them. So this will be a lot of fun to experiment with. So that pink is very pale, but you can put it over the purple to darken up that purple. And it'll go over the green. Oh yeah, so nice, so nice. And let's see, we haven't done this peachy orange yet. Yeah, it's definitely more orange than the pink. Oh, fun. And this pale blue or purple. Yeah, it's a very blue. Nice. I'm not sure if these will work on black at all. They're all going to look the same on the black. Yeah. Oh, lots and lots of fun. These will be great for using in a bullet journal or calendar. Love them. All right, so thanks so much for watching my BLICK art supply haul. And I am totally addicted to art supplies and trying out all the different methods and media out there. And then come back soon. I'll be working with these encaustic paints in a different video. All right, thanks for watching.